Oh.
Welcome back, Cars Gaming and Naga.
Wait, hi. You know, I'm gonna take a quick double check because I'm still paranoid.
I am too, because I feel like the second we don't check, I feel like the second we don't check is when it won't. And we'll do like an entire episode of not knowing.
No, it's doing the thing where it's stuck again.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, we're recording.
We're good.
Yep.
We're back. Woohoo.
So something I was thinking of while we were on the break there, I actually really appreciate what they've managed to do here with this game is they've managed to have the slasher flick helplessness of the pretty much like everyday normal person, but also somehow completely useless and lack of survival, definitely gonna have to get murdered thing, but without making them ridiculous, useless idiots.
Yeah.
They've managed to make it so that these are just regular people, so they're not about to bust out with weapons or anything. But it wouldn't matter anyways, because the thing that's coming after them, it's a surprise. You're stuck in a loop where it keeps catching you. You are not a combatant, but you're not totally helpless. The thing that keeps you trapped and helpless is the situation you're in. You have to solve puzzles and move around the house.
Hey, bitch. Why your arm? Why? I know it's supposed to be crossed, but it kind of looks like he just like vampire arms over the chest, kind of.
All right, this will be a lot easier this time because all I have to do. We're gonna go this one and this one.
Also, I like how they don't get tangled; they just go over. It's nice.
There we go. And let's get that one out of here.
Yeah, that one's kind of useless. Yeah, because they can't touch.
No, that's not doing anything. Ah! Here we go. Now I need... Oh, shit. Now I need to change it. It still works. That one's going the wrong way. No good there. What if I... Gives me the heebie-jeebies every time. That's a problem because it needs to... Oh, I see. Okay, so that...
Nice. Okay. So we can go straight up the stairs.
Yep.
Straight on up to the attic.
Now, what we lost in the last video's footage, or from the corrupted videos footage, is that we did talk to everybody, and every time you tried to talk to them, being like, "Don't you remember what just happened?" Not only do they not have you, do they not hear you say that, your character won't say it.
Yeah. She'll say some stuff.
Leads up to the box with the
She does mention a couple of times. I don't know.
Ah, it's one of these switch ones. Okay. Oh, it wants me to only have the
ones. Yeah.
Isn't that how they started?
No, none of them were on.
I guess they were.
No.
Slightly trickier.
There are a couple of times where she'll be like, "Why are you not listening to me?" But she the options that you have are talking about what the fuck's going on? Why was you fucking killed? What the fuck? You know, reasonable things. When a murderer just physically killed you. But then her character says something like, "Oh yeah, maybe I'm just tired." But then she'll also say "Why aren't you listening to me?" And it's "Because you're not saying the proper thing."
Well, that's the thing. I think that's what it says. Shit.
I don't know how D.
I'm doing it wrong. It's dumb.
I have no idea how to do this. I don't like. I get.
I'm always so at these light puzzles. The switch puzzle.
Fucking awful at them. I mean, I'm pretty bad at those puzzles, but like, you know. Also, apparently Cliff is angry at us because. Apparently Cliff's angry at us because we moved away. And used to talk about it all the time. But like in that like douchey way where like he's like, that person's an asshole. But it's like, dude, you just miss them. Like, come on. And then Gary told us that he would talk to him. But then, you know, he ends up getting killed. Woo! Nice.
I'm so at those. Like, sometimes I rock, but it's only when it's like to turn them all on or off. Marker again. I was locked out of the attic today because I couldn't solve your little puzzle.
1, 2.
I don't understand what's so difficult about it. Next time you need to get into the attic, just press the buttons in this order. Oh, okay, so in case we have trouble with the solution, this is the solution. So
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Nice. That would be.
Not saying I want to guide your puzzle. I'm saying you should install a normal lock.
I like that the game's doing this too.
Yeah.
It's making you solve them, and then it's like, hey, here you go, and then it goes into memory
Some
bank.
you can't even solve unless you actually have instant. Like, I can't solve the pump in the basement until I have more information.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what value I need to get it to.
I don't like being. Is that like painting out? Like that looks
733. Gotcha.
Okay, sweet. So we got that. Part of me keeps wanting to like.
The rooms of the wired machine in the middle of the room. Is this thing, this accumulator? 3 cables run power into the accumulator from elsewhere in the house. 2 generators and a weird machine. I guess all that power flows into the machine. I should follow the cable to find where the power comes from.
I keep wanting to like take pictures of like the numbers and passcodes that we get. You can just push start stuff.
So I probably have to get to the attic, open the door,
that
turn
looks
off
like
the lock, or turn off the power, and then reconnect the cable because
Yeah.
I can't connect it while the cable's live. It's a box with 3 lights and a big old mad scientist switch. It looks like it provides power to the accumulator. There are 3 gnarly cables coming into the room from below. Probably needs 3 power sources like in the blueprint. They can turn the accumulator on and end all of this. Okay. Opening this machine made something break downstairs.
Oh,
I don't love that sound. Nope. How's that not
Why
a thing
is-
to interact with?
Why is that a little the other windows? Why? Let me just so you can like yeet yourself.
No, it's inspect cables. Cables look like they carry electricity. I guess I need to follow them to the source of power if I want to turn this thing on. 2 of them disappear into the floor. The other goes into this spiky looking machine. Is that lightning rod? So I probably need to have that on before the lightning strike takes out the power. I think I hear the dude. You coming for me? Sounds like you're nearby. You gonna come get me?
I don't fear you. Oh, yeah, there he is. Right there. Did you stop breathing so heavy.
A little hard to panic and all.
I mean, I know, but the killer was right there. You gotta not be. Oh. Where'd she?
Oh, I turned around.
Didn't know I was going to turn around.
I was hoping I could
Alrighty.
slip past.
No, he's going to stab you. You're going to get stabbed. That's what's gonna happen.
so-
You're gonna stabbed.
Important information.
Don't
Oh,
follow.
hello. This is not.
This is indeed.
So at that point, I look at Gary and say, that makes two of us. And Gary clearly wants to back down. But I don't want to back down. And we stared that guy down until he backed off. You intimidated him?
Turn back.
Nah, he never wanted to fight. Turned out he was joking.
Yeah, is that what that?
Huh. So that happened at the Roadhouse, huh? Yep. Huh. I haven't been to the Roadhouse since we were all there together. The first time we watched the Proceeds. That must have been, what, like 3 years ago? Yep. Glad you had occasion to grace us with your presence again.
Oh, jeez.
Well, my grandma died very conveniently. You wouldn't have come otherwise? And I thought Pete was the flaky one. You've been really anxious about coming back here. If my grandma was still alive, I probably wouldn't be here. And
I think the first one, yeah.
I'm really anxious about coming back here. I've been busy. That's not what you did. So relax. We're supposed to be having fun here. We'll drink out dirty glasses and watch some falling space garbage, and it'll be great.
I don't want to drink a dirty
But
glass.
it's the bar just outside of town. Where are we going?
Yeah, where you bring me?
We're going to the site where I've been working. Why? Why are you telling me this now? We're gonna get to the bar way after everybody else.
Yeah.
I
Or else it's gonna be wasted.
told the others later start time. I wanted to make sure I didn't have to pick up my last check alone.
Okay.
Your last check. Last time we talked, you seemed crazy about that job. Last time we talked was like 14 months ago.
Yeah, fair enough.
My mom owed me some money. It's fine. Okay.
Alright. I feel like...
Wait, didn't we just pass the Riverside exit? Isn't that where you said the site was? Do you know what day it is, Emily? August 13th. Friday, August 13th.
Ooh.
So what, you're superstitious now? Wait. Are you afraid to go back there? Is that why you quit? Nobody sticks around those types of jobs long. You either work a decade, tear your body up, or you quit before you're in too deep. Uh-huh. Buddy of mine, Martin, kind of an older guy, wife and 2 kids, he's spotting another guy, Brian, as he's bringing in a dump truck full of gravel, laying a foundation. The truck hits a bundle of rebar, the scaffold collapses, Martin falls into the pit, and the truck tips behind him, just enough to dump all of that gravel on top of him.
Oh, that is...
He's chest deep in gravel now, but his arms are free. He's responsive, feeling okay, miracle. But it turns out, I mean, that's 18 tons of gravel in there with him, right? All that weight, it's pushed all the oxygen in his blood up into his brain, and below the waist, he's crushed. He's just one big bruise. When they pull him out of there, all that blood's gonna go racing to his legs. He's gonna go into shock, and his brain's gonna die. So this is it. They bring in his family, explain the situation. They hug him, say goodbye, and then they watch him, and they winch him out, and he's gone. Christ, it's awful. No, it's awful, Cliff. You really pulled him out like that? You don't believe me? No, I believe you. It's just... It happened. It happened to somebody I know, Emily. And it's gonna happen to me. Either I live hard and die young like Martin, or I become a lumpy old asshole like my dad. Eyes on the road!
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. I'm not saying I didn't believe you. I told you guys so many times.
I'm not gonna let that happen to you. We're gonna get out of here.
I think the second one or the third one. You know, the second one she's not actually gonna say, but
Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Sorry, Cliff.
yeah, say something.
Don't mention it. I'm sorry too. Wait, where are we? How long have we been driving for? Oh.
I see that back there. Well, I saw that little thingy.
That's not the sun.
It's the figure from the beginning. I'm smart.
Well, I think the light is supposed to be like the accumulator or something.
Do we keep getting more information every time that we die?
We have. I mean, look at this. We got that.
Well, I meant like when we die.
Oh, stories.
Yeah.
I don't know, because the first time we died, we didn't.
Yeah, but then that was a brand new. It makes me just want to repeatedly die, but I feel like that's not good.
Oh, that's nice. It shows us what each one looks like. So,
Oh, that's good.
and then the solution to it, supposedly is we go 1, 2, 3, 4, which sounds right. Like they're not hard. I just get so buggered up on certain
I am
things.
god awful at puzzles, so like most of these are like unbelievably hard for me.
It's because I don't slow down and work out the grid prior to doing it. I just start trying to feel my way through it.
Well, there's only so slow down you can go because
I know the pressure of this.
it's like there is like it does restart.
I have a second here. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna
Over here and put in the what was it?
I think it's 733 or it's 773. Hang on, let's check. 733.
Yeah, there we go. 733. Woo! Get on in there. See?
So when we go in, it's 3 steps forward, 3 steps to the right, 4 steps up, 4 steps left, 1 step down, 1 step left. Whenever we get to whatever the hell that thing is.
Okay.
So you decided to live forever. Is this it? Is it all you've ever wanted? Don't worry, it's not going to hurt. It's going to take a long time. Why? It's good you chose to be this way. This is where you belong. We've been waiting for you. This was the only logical conclusion. And you're very smart. To be where you are right now. 5 commandments I have. So inside you, there's nothing wrong with living Remind to yourself you never have to feel bad ever again. There are no mirrors where you're going. Nobody is going to miss you. Smile, you're here forever. Published by Corporeal Works of Patronage and Mercy.
I don't know if I
This
What?
is weird.
I don't know if I want heaven inside of me.
It's inside you.
This is
It's too late. It's already
Yeah.
inside you.
already inside of me. I don't like that.
Applicant Parker Nest. Application fee plus Oh, hi! Paid. Administrator notes Parker is not unlike a typical applicant to our society across a range of social descriptors and pedigrees. He does appear to be a model applicant. However, after spending time with him, I'm convinced that his suitability seems to be based on a carefully curated and performed set of behaviors, all structured around a simple assumption. He's convinced he deserves to be here.
Those are also red handprints.
I
Beside
don't
him.
want him to be there. On multiple occasions where I attempted to reach out to him, he instead jumped to prove his knowledge of our organization was greater than my own. How could anyone be so obsequious and so arrogant at the same time? Application status denied. Don't. Not cool.
I feel like this shouldn't be in a house.
Let me know.
Where is it?
Gary, I found your jacket in the little blue room today. I put it in my locker. You can have it back next time I see you. Please don't leave stuff in the steam tunnels again, at least not in the little blue room. You know I hate the little blue room. I guess this is a map, but it looks like a maze or a dungeon or something. How big is this place? Here's the circle where we are.
Too fucking big. That's for sure. Too
Why'd
fucking
you close? It's time.
That's like something. Oh.
Okay.
Now, is that because you were standing on that specific spot, or is that because you were in the room?
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like we have to find that out.
Freaking me out.
Oh, hey.
Emily. Pete? I know that that look on your face. You've been tying yourself in knots, running this knife through your head over and over again, trying to think of a way out. There's blueprints going below us. You see the house with the door locked, power out, some kind of walking metaphor roaming its halls. You see me in the woods with my throat slit. That part we didn't see.
Maybe he was.
Am I right about that last part? Oh.
I don't know. Maybe you've got something to do with this, because we haven't actually seen him yet.
I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with it.
That's usually how the.
Who's to say? Christ, those dank tunnels underneath the house, pretty intimidating, huh? I don't know how to get through them, but the map must have something to do with it. Don't Gary use to work in a place like that back in college? Okay, that's all I have for now. See you again soon.
Yeah, I guess Pete never showed up.
He did not.
He was supposed to.
And when we were pulled over, there was a guy behind us in the woods. And it wasn't Pete.
No, Pete looked.
Gary, this is important.
Gary.
Listen here, you high bitch. Hey, Gary.
He's not high yet.
I'm so glad to see you.
High.
He was already
I guess
high.
he's high. Yeah, he's gonna give us some weed.
Gary, Gary, what the?
Yes.
Where am I?
I said the last one. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Good to see you too, Gary. You doing all right? Just here. I just saw this place. Oh, there he is. Somebody came for us. Still here. Okay, something is up here. I'm fine. Sorry I'm late. I'm serious. You look pretty rattled. Long day? They killed us. It came from nowhere. I'm serious, Gary. Something's wrong. I was already here. We already did this. Can you hear me? There's nobody. Yeah, just stressed out from family stuff. I think I feel a little guilty about leaving my mom's place. I'm glad I finally made it here, though. This is gonna be a good night. Hell yeah, this is just like old times. Do you know anything about dark industrial tunnels filled with steam? Do you know anything about dark industrial
I
tunnels?
love just the random like.
I sure did. Man, was that ever a time. Some questions. First off, what are steam tunnels? And second, why are steam tunnels? Good question. Short answers. And I don't know. I mean, I kind of know. Back in the 50s, these tunnels under the college were used for steam heat for the dorms and classrooms. Sometimes in the 70s, that mostly gets replaced with gas, electric, but the tunnels are still there and still producing steam. In the 90s, they start to use those tunnels for network infrastructure instead, but some young IT kid still needs to run through those tunnels to maintain the coax and RJ45s, right?
Yeah, I do.
So when I was working IT for the school, that was part of my job, and my supervisor was very casual when he told me that if I walked into a certain part of those tunnels at certain times, I would die.
Good to know. I think that would be.
How did avoiding the steam work? It was pretty simple. Sections of the tunnel were color-coded, and the maps in the area had lights that lit up in a sequence. When a room's matching light was on, it was full of deadly steam. So it was mostly about internalizing the sequence, picking a safe room, and waiting it out until it was safe to leave again. And then spending a few years suppressing the memory of it. Do you know anything about synthesizers? Synthesizers? Nope. Maybe that's the kind of thing Megan would know about. I'll talk to you again soon.
Bye. You've given me all the information you have.
Bye-bye.
Megan.
See you when you die. Hi, Megan. Hey. I'm sorry I'm late. Yeah, I'll go figure. I feel like I'm dreaming a nasty dream.
What's up? Guess I may as well make the best of it. Small talk isn't so bad, right? I mean, you can be in hell, but at least I can talk to my friends.
I'd say middle one.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Because it's like she's not gonna.
You know anything about dark industrial tunnels with steam? Do you
know about those, maybe.
synthesizers?
Really found out.
Again, do you know anything about synthesizers? Oh yeah, I've dabbled in that kind of thing. What's this about?
Is that painting on the wall different?
No, I don't think so. I mean, there's like a zillion different types of pad, but usually they have an array of buttons that play samples. If the pad supports playing multiple samples in sequence, there will be columns of buttons from left to right that represent the order of the samples the samples get played in. You choose what sample plays by pressing the button from top to bottom. Below each of those columns of sample buttons, there will be a switch with multiple positions, representing the pitch the sample plays at. Pushing the switch up plays the sound at a higher pitch. Pushing the switch down plays it at a lower pitch. Keeping the switch in the middle plays the sample at a neutral pitch. Bye.
Alrighty.
Later. I'm just gonna go to the attic and solve that wire situation if I can. At least I want to see if that's a thing I can do. First, we go down. Run. Run, Emily, you little bitch. Well, honestly, not really that much of a little bitch. She's handling this existential nightmare like a champ. So, we get the power going to the box. And then... Okay. Oh, wait, what? Those are still new? Ah, that's new. So steam tunnel we died in. I guess we have to run through it? Like we just have to be fast enough to run through? And then blue. Fine. Steam. Okay. Cellar lock. Again? Why is that becoming new again? The accumulator. Okay, that one. That one. Yeah, that one. Up and over, gotcha. Stop walking past me like that, you guys. Freak me out. First we do this so we can unlock the door. Once the door is open, we turn it back off and then connect the cable. At least I think. One, two, three, four. Now we go down again and cut the power. They made a good horror game.
Is it all the way down there?
Well, I could go to the box in there and like flip a cable, but I think this is just going to be the easier thing to do. Because then I can turn it back on if I need.
Fair enough.
Power off. Up. No examining bookshelf. Leave. Just gonna see if I can quickly talk to her, but... Open the door, please. We don't have time for this dilly-dally nonsense. Tell her before. Yada-da-da-dee, yada-doo, yada-la-da-dee-da-da-da-doo. Light switch. But I cut the power. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, so that did not work. It's worth a shot. I might have just done it wrong. Maybe I have to mess with the box downstairs. Like in the living room as opposed to the basement. Wait, I'll go check. Jeez, they always scare me. Yeah, see, this is still active despite me having flipped the switch. There. Maybe that will do it now. Now I'll go check. Faster. Faster.
Go check it. Nope, still on.
Yeah, it's still power running to it. So I wanted... Yeah! I figured I should try it anyways, just for the shits and giggles.
Man, it means that I have to go through the game on my profile to get all these achievements.
Well, you're seeing how to do... Okay. There's a plate of rotting meats outside. Hope getting out of here wasn't too much of a hassle for you guys. Emily, for real, the drive was fine. It would be like nothing for miles except trees, and then every hour you'd see cows or something. At one point we stopped at one of those roadside boiled peanut stands, and we saw the guy ladle some of the hot nut water into his mouth, so we left without getting any.
Fair.
Oh god, that sounds so gross. It sounds to me like you saw something that made you feel funny. I should tell a trusted adult right away. Did a joke just go over my head? I feel like this is one of those Emily Francineisms, and none of us speak the language. Or speak that language. Wait, you guys don't know the story? So, like, do you guys remember when the local arts council held that mini-con in the spring? I got a booth and was crunching like crazy to churn out little paintings and designs while also doing homework poorly. And because I'm a good friend, I offered to help set things up to make her life easier. That, and I wanted to an excuse to hang out and people watch. Emily sends me to Kinko's to pick up a box of freshly printed and very glossy, nice autobio designs. Get back to the con just in time for the show to get going. I was excited to see how the book came out because I was nervous about full bleeds and whatnot. And when I opened the box, it's not my zines. It was instead fully packed with a variety of public safety and surprisingly Christian pamphlets, like the kind you get in Dare, or the ones assholes leave instead of tips. I'm panicking because the print job was expensive and I was hoping to make my money back. And now I have a box of the shit people try to hand you at the grocery store, and the booth next to us saw the whole thing and wanted to read them. And I'm standing there feeling like the biggest idiot on planet Earth for ruining my friend's show. Then Emily fans them out on the table, scribbling a little sign that says $1, and those things start selling like hotcakes. Turns out, disaffected stoners really love Dare Ephemera.
Fair enough.
Ever since, little snippets of those pamphlets will just randomly pop into my head. Drinking ain't cool, don't be a fool. Radon might be right behind you. Don't get fried, stay inside. Let's do the... Like, drinking ain't cool. Don't be a fool. Fool. was an acronym. Something about peer pressure, I don't know. I remember making mad libs out of the fill-in-the-blank questions in the back of the pamphlet. Most teens really like alcohol. Francine, you made the best mistake possible. You saved me from having other people see cartoons of me unsuccessfully trying to convince the Krispy Kreme employees to let me have some of the burned up donuts that got stuck in the production line and having an inexplicable panic attack in the parking lot. No one needs to see that. So thank you again for cooking up so bad. Did they leave you? Did they let you have the donuts? They did not.
Oh.
So you really took those old brochures literally, huh? What do you mean? Drinking ain't cool? That sounds like something you would say. I'm always afraid to drink around you because you get all judgy. Oh, fuck off, Cliff. You know what? I just realized I need to go find my binoculars. I'll be right back. Nut tap them on the way by. You douche, Cliff. It's messed up that they don't just let you have the donuts.
Yeah, fair enough, Gary.
I mean, they're just gonna go in the trash anyway.
No, Gary's got a point.
Oh, no.
Big regret.
Crying on the bed. Am you doing okay in here? No. Yeah, I just needed a second. You said that, yeah, like 14 minutes ago. Well, I told the gang I would bring these binoculars along for the trip, so I've been looking for them, and I don't think they're here, so now I'm curled up in a ball trying to not to hyperventilate. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of figured. I thought you were doing great. I haven't seen you this on in a while. I think 20 minutes of on is all I can do. And I think I can only do that because Francine's wingmanning me. It's embarrassing. When we met, I was all Captain Cool, helping Francine keep her shit together. But I'm not like I was back then in school. I don't even recognize that person. You don't have to be perfect for them to like you. You're their friend. They already like you. Do they like me, or do they just like whoever that was? Unless you've been quietly struggling with demonic possession or something, whoever that was is still you. Look, I don't want to make you feel any more guilty about it, but I can only talk to your friends about data analysis for so long. You're fine. You're safe. They missed you.
Get your shoes off the bed.
Even if they'll never forgive you for not being able to find the binoculars. Come on, I'm making tea.
Tea sounds nice.
Guessing that's her mom?
I made that assumption. Put your fucking feet off of my fucking table.
Cliff, you're such a douchebag.
Especially because this is like America, so it's like you're fucking
Filthy ass.
yeah.
What do you need a pair of binoculars to find? What do you need a pair of binoculars to find that pair of
Kind
binoculars?
of creepy how he's been like
Smiling in
like
there.
in the kind of just in the background.
Get your feet off my table. Yeah,
Seriously,
exactly.
yeah.
Jesus, what are you, my mom? I'm the owner of a table that doesn't appreciate feet.
Yeah.
I just don't want you ruining my table. I eat on that.
Yeah. Get your fucking feet down, you
Jesus,
filthy pig.
Cliff, you're a douche.
And this is why other people think that Americans are filthy pigs.
Cliff, we need to talk about that binocular joke.
Putting your
I'm disappointed in you.
tables and shit. And being like, fuck you, put my feet up, whatever. What's going on?
What are you doing?
That's me when I'm trying to...
It's okay. Laura turned it off. Oh, she's checking all the knobs because of the OCD.
Fair enough.
I know. You're really worried about this, huh? Like you're worried about me ruining your table.
Keep your feet off of my...
Cliff, cool it.
Jesus.
Just messing around. No,
But
you're being a dick.
Also, there's plates on the table, and you had your shoes.
You guys' apartment is so cute. This seems like a really nice area. Maybe it's not her mom. I don't know. Will we even be able to see the shower out here with all the light pollution?
I assume it is because she was talking about feeling guilty for leaving her mom's place.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cliff is just becoming more and more of an asshole. At first, I
Douche.
was like, once we found out that he like missed her and whatnot, that's
But then it was an
dick.
asshole about it.
I was like, okay, you're being a dick, but like I get it. But now it's like, dude, no, you're just being a giant asshole.
Come on, it's not that bad if you go like a mile out of town. Anyways, the moon is just a tiny crescent tonight. Barely any competition for the Perseids. Hot nut water guy got me thinking
I like Gary. Gary's
that the hot nut water would probably be pretty good. Super umami, yeah. Obviously. But hot nut water guy also got me thinking. I feel like travel becomes way less stressful once you just accept that things in a new place are gonna be uncertain and weird instead of trying to control every last detail. Just go with the flow. Like that time we were out in the mountains and decided to follow signs for a family fun center, in quotes. And ended up in a burned down old ghost town with no sign of escape. Totally. Oh, God, that was with a question mark. That's a different person. Totally. The creaking of a distant rocking chair, unreadable old billboards, bleached white by the sun. Gotta love that percolating sense of unknowable danger. Guys, guess what? I'm changing the subject. What are we gonna get for dinner?
Fair enough.
Alright, that's a fun way to do that. I could go for some za. Oh, such a douche. I think we can do better than za. Emily, you live here. Where should we get food? There's a really great Thai place down the street. There's a dinky little diner with one of those rotating pie cases. Right around the corner, there's a super authentic Italian deli.
I want the diner.
Diner.
Because it's got the pie.
Sure, yeah. Let's just get a pizza. What the
No!
fuck?
I want the pie!
In that case, we better get going if we're gonna get to Domino's before they close. Crud. Okay, let me just do the rounds of the apartment real quick before we go. Emily, seriously, are you still worried about your knobs? It's not that unreasonable. An apartment next door to mine was like, I guess, a crash pad for pilots who were coming into the airport down the road. The city shut off our gas and nobody was around to turn the pilot light back on. No pilots for the pilot light. They had one job. I'm taking heat for the binocular joke, and you can get away with that one?
Because he's not a
Right?
douche.
Anyway, with the pilot light off, the room just slowly swelled with gas. By the time the landlord finally came to shut off the valve, the apartment was so filled with gas that the windows had bowed out from the pressure. I'm worried about that too. The thing that bothers me is, like, what happens if my lungs are full of gas and it ignites? My lungs getting, like, all burned up from the inside?
I feel like that would kill you.
Gary,
Would it not?
if there's that much gas in the
Like,
air
you're
and
already
it
dead.
lights, you're exploding in a fire. The blast from the gas expanding when it's already pressurized like that would paste you.
So, I like Gary, but Gary's a little stupid.
Sometimes.
Cliff is a fucking douchebag.
Wouldn't gas need oxygen to ignite? That's not how this works! There's oxygen in it! Oh, God. If you also had that much gas in your lungs, you'd be unconscious and dead already anyways, because you'd be poisoned from the gas. What's in my lungs if not oxygen? Guys, I think we should stop talking about this. Why should we? Listen, gas isn't some magic murder monster coming to kill you. You turn the knob and it's off. That's it. Pete, help me out here. I don't like you, Pete.
I don't trust anyone.
Pete, your face looks a little bit like the homunculus's face, just not stretched.
I don't.
Exactly, thank you. Pete! That's just what I'm talking.
I don't trust anyone that puts
Let me put
their.
this to rest for you, Emily.
Oh no!
No, they're gonna explode.
Why would you do that? That Cliff is just.
See? And did we all die in a blazing inferno? No. So you can relax now. Oh, Cliff, you're right. I'm so relaxed now. If you'll excuse me for a moment.
I mean, with fucking Cliff, yeah. No, me too, girl. Me too. I don't trust anyone that puts their feet up with their shoes on like any surface in someone else's home, even their own home. Like,
Alright, here we are. So that thing-a-ding didn't work.
It's like,
I want to go in here.
it's like I can understand putting your feet up with shoes off
We've read
on like a
that.
coffee table. Sure, who doesn't do that? But like,
With the doors in the garage, which doesn't open.
I'm still just so annoyed that I thought sitcoms and like American TV and whatnot just had their shoes on because it was a TV show.
fluid in this tank is the source for all the pumps in the house. When properly calibrated, pumps positioned above this tank will drain automatically with gravity. For pumps positioned below, manually drain be necessary using this button. Yes, that's what I had to do last time. But I don't know what the pressure level needs to be in those.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I wish I had known about the shoe thing before becoming an adult. It is weird and uncomfortable.
So I think we're just going to bypass doing anything upstairs for a hot minute. Hang on. If I do this now... Did that just summon him early?
And that also makes me more angry, like, the cartoons and whatnot. They always make... They would... Like, they don't anymore, I don't think. But, like, early 2000s, they always made, like, the Asian families in the neighborhood. It seemed really weird, because they'd, like, ask you to take off your shoes.
It's not a weird request.
I was like, I was like, okay.
That's the insulting part. It's
it
just
like,
not that weird of a request.
It's not you
got dirty ass shoes. Take them off.
Like in Canada.
Hello.
Ooh. I've seen a couple of people complain, like not complain.
That looks
but,
like the lock upstairs.
Yeah, it does. Well, a couple of people that were like American first, and then they've moved to Canada or whatnot, and that's one of the things that like catches them off guard, that they have to like that they have to like now take off their shoes when they enter someone's house. It's like, yes, it's also just polite, like.
Well, part of it's that when you live in a place that doesn't have big seasonal changes, you're not dealing with like the mud of spring and fall as much, because you're not dealing with snowfall. You're not dealing with as heavy rain changes. It's mostly within a similar range. It gets cooler, it gets warmer, but it's not that drastic of a change, so you don't have that drastic of a seasonal thing. So you wear like galoshes, shoes that go over your shoes, so you don't bring mud everywhere. Which is such a dumb concept. Like, if you need to wear a shoe over your shoe to stop your shoes from getting the house dirty, just take off your shoes!
It also makes sense as to why, like, it makes sense to me now as to why, like...
Oh, what's our time?
School?
We're probably way over.
Oh god, we probably are.
We got so distracted by all
sorry.
this.
Actually, it was
not too bad.
right on.
So,
Like-
probably we'll go till we get stabbed.
True.
Come
Good.
on, let's see.
But,
Yeah,
like,
keep going.
I was gonna say, but, like, it also makes sense to me now why, in, like, high school, like TV shows about, like, kids in high school, they never change their shoes.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I feel like...
That's
could
so
also
much
be
work for the
'cause
janitorial staff.
It's so time consuming and whatnot, but like in Canada we have our outdoor shoes and our indoor shoes like pretty much the entire time until like last year, grade 12. And that depends on what season it is. That's like how defensive certain Americans get about like their shoes. It's like, why are you so defensive?
It's funny because their culture has it in their head that it's gross that we have our feet exposed. It's like, our feet aren't gross though, because we're not marinating them in sweat and build-up for months at a time.
Cleaning our feet and stuff.
And yes, I know people take their shoes up when they go to bed. It's not or when they go like up to the other parts of the house, but that's not the same.
God, I've seen so many sitcoms and whatnot where at least once a character is laying in bed in their fucking shoes. It's like,
Yeah,
what are
because
you doing?
they've passed out without taking
Or
off
they're
their
just
shoes.
sitting there because then you have a talk with like another character. And it's like, why are you doing this? This just reminds me of the, you and me were talking earlier about the people that don't like pulp in their orange juice.
Oh, and
And
they're
how-
so violently against it.
They're like, you are the devil, I will stab you. And then there's, me, who likes pulp, and it's like, okay, I'll buy myself pulp, and I'll just assume no one else wants that, and if someone wants some juice in my house, I'll be like, hey, I drink pulp. Let's all chill and be cool. But The non-pulp.
Oh, I don't know that one.
The non-pulp people are like, you're a fucking demon! Fuck you! Alright.
Okay, I do not. Wait, that was the game.
Ooh.
That's Minesweeper.
Yeah.
Mineweeper.
Ah, that's okay.
Well, that was also no.
Wow.
That's also
This
no.
game's really.
That's a,
Wow.
everywhere I click is a mine. Every click is a mine.
This.
It's literally wherever I put the mouse cursor. It's just wherever I put the mouse cursor.
Okay.
But anyways, hang on a minute here. Up between the two columns. Do I have to get there in that stupid game up there? Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, man. That don't work. Heck. And Botanical Gardens, the studio, and mini set in 1955. You only have 3 numbers, don't you? Oh, no. 4. 1955. Damn.
It is really scary how aggressive non-pulp orange juice people are. It's like, as someone that really enjoys the pulp, I have never once heard.
I'm wondering what happened to the other time clock. It's gone. Minnie's boy took it. Said he was gonna experiment with it for some kind of art project. So frustrating. We all have to line up a single file to punch out every day just because some pompous kid wanted to make some weird combination lock.
But like, I have never once heard someone that drinks pulp being like, "You are the devil! How dare you! Fuck you!" We're all just like, "Yeah, no, it's cool that you don't like it.
It's like, yeah, I like pulp. That's cool.
It's cool that you don't."
You don't like pulp? Yeah, that's cool. More pulp for me.
There's also people that are really weird about milk.
Milk.
They're like, adults should not drink that, and it's like,
It's for babies only.
Do you not grab a glass of that?
Okay, so let's try that.
Woo, nice.
Ah.
I love a good glass. I'm also
Shoot.
so freaking lactose.
There goes the
intolerant.
alarm. The lightning strike alarm.
I am so
Barker, Nest, and Homer. This is the second time we have attempted to contact you regarding this residence at 1142 Olivia Street. Our records indicate that the residential dwelling on your property has been consuming an amount of power that could not only be possible through an illegally modified utility meter. As a point of reference, the average home in this city uses 30 kilowatts per day. The amount kilowatt hours. The amount of energy your property consumes is equivalent to the power drawn by the oncology wing of the nearest children's hospital. Unless you're treating a Girl Scout troop of child cancer patients in your basement, we strongly recommend rationing your usage.
I love that's not even like stop doing that. It's like
It's a cut back if you would.
please.
As outlined in State Panel Code 37B, any persons who, with the intent to obtain utility services without paying the lawful charge, or with intent to enable other persons to do so, or with intent to deprive utility providers of the full lawful charge owed, commits, authorizes, aids, or abets any of the following shall be guilty of a misdemeanor: diverts utility services by any means, for any purpose, tampers with or interferes with any property owned by or used by utility services, or prevents any form of utility meter from determining the appropriate charge, reroutes or repurposes electricity in a way that poses a danger to life and property. If the defendant has previously been convicted for an offense under this section, or has outstanding delinquent fines for matters outlined in this section, this violation is punishable by imprisonment in a county jail or state prison for not more than 1 year. Due to the lack of timely response to our previous communication, your fine has now increased to $570. Please send your payment to our offices using the attached envelope postmarked on our on or before July 3rd to avoid additional fees/arrests. Arrest. Bristol, Rockshire, GHW, DWP. Parker, pay the damn fine. County jail is not a wellness retreat. It is not going to build character. Please take this seriously.
God damn it, Parker.
Parker's
Parker's just a
got
fucking...
some stuff going on.
Oh, look at these masks. I love them.
Oh, that's a big smiley face.
Yeah, it
Break of the day, 6 p.m. Probably wake. More realistic wake up time.
Okay.
Coffee, toast, journal, read, sit outside. Attempt to prevent my small garden from dying. I feel resistant. Put on a record. Shower. Put on face if I must. Work. Pleasant ritual of making a little sandwich or salad. A cup of iced tea. A bit of a nibble and rest. Tinker with project du jour. Work. Dinner. Elaborateness dependent on how drained I feel by this point. Aha. As you know, it varies. A little treat, whatever that looks like on the given day. Come in a scone, piece of chocolate, guilty pleasure, TV, nice bath, combination of above, meditation, or whatever you would call it. Call what I do. Wind down, sit on porch, perhaps invite company if anyone is amiable. Amenable? Yeah. As you well know, read, rest, blah, blah, realizing I don't actually stick to the schedule one iota. Maybe this is just an overly idealistic version of myself I am attempting to portray here. Typical of me. Optimistic bedtime, realistic bedtime.
I mean, to be fair, that's only,
July happenings, writers workshop, screenwriting, blah, 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 crap. Boyle and hysteria exercise. What? Monthly poetry reading, July, James Theory of the Shadow. Please ever speak to Parker with Parker or Clara ASAP if you know. Anyways, can be. All right. Yes, it is. What does that do again? I solved you. Did I just hear something?
I think so, because I think I heard it too, but I don't know.
Oh man, I don't want to get stabbed in the middle of this. Oh. Okay. Oh, hang on. Definitely hearing shit. Oh, hang on. Just not those. 2, 1, 2. All those except that one. Not then. Who? What if we do the opposite? Don't know. That's reservations, right? Okay. What is going on here? What is this anyway? This is weird. Right, this is the garage. What was this again? Ah, electricity bill. Right, got it. How about over here? We got something for... Oh. You have it downstairs.
This house is like...
Oh! Panel 2! Wait, I just did that. Oh, I got an accident.
Maybe have to.
Make that line go there without touching those ones, I guess.
That would be a little tricky.
Miss Clara Jones, the board of the Goldmeyer Trust and Association is pleased to congratulate you on your acceptance to our program. Our commission was struck by your achievement in sculpture and the application of your engineering background to abstract illustrations. Oh, schematics. That's it.
Nice.
A printout reads PSI 29. Up at the top it says seller. Yes! There's a handwritten note attached in case anybody else needs to use the pump in the cellar.
I figured we'd find it soon. It had to be somewhere. I was gonna be mad if we, like, not mad, but I was gonna be a little annoyed if we beat the game and, like, didn't find it. I was gonna be like, well, what the fuck are you? Where's the pump? I don't like him in the corner like that.
I don't like these mannequins.
I like these heads. I mean, maybe if it was, like, in a different game. I didn't just remember that. But...
Hang on. Hey, why isn't it in my notes? Panel 2. Made a fudger. Okay, I've left that on, so I'm gonna go see down there and see if it's changed to match. Yeah, please don't surprise kill me.
Seeing him in this run. Let me keep him away from him.
So it changes based on what I've done with the machine up there. It shows an X there, like that's the one I need to light up. Maybe that's the case? I'll try it. No. I've accidentally activated 3.
Yeah.
Here he comes. Where is 3? Or run. Chase me. Chase me around. Yee! Run away! Oh god, it would be so much less stressful if I just died. No! I don't want to see you no more.
Active, you're a bitch. Oh my god, you alive? I don't.
Follow me. Follow me to safety.
Yeah, she has a
Follow
gun.
me to... She had a gun?
Maybe it's just a controller. Probably just a controller. She's like, she was, it would be nice if you could stop to talk to her.
Partner's gonna die. My friends are gonna die. I'm leaving them alone. They are gonna die. Gonna leave them all to die 'cause I'm cowardly. I also know they're gonna be alive when I die too. I don't hear nothing. Son of a bitch! Yeah!
Oh, you might die.
Yeah. Yeah, but I solved it, Paul. I'll save it for next time. Because it's late as hell. Oh, guess we gotta go through this first.
Oh, yeah. You're back on the road. Back on the road.
That sun
again.
is gigantic.
Back on the fucking road again.
That's not his son.
Hey, Jack Graves. These are cool looking graves, though.
I don't know if those are graves.
I don't know, but they are. They're pretty cool looking gravestones. Can I have gravestones like that?
Just carved open in a certain way so it goes
Oh,
when the
yeah,
wind
that'd be so
blows.
cool. I was like, oh, it would be a tree. I wish we had the money where it could be a tree and also a grave. Not that I'd be in the grave. I wanted graves, so.
If we can afford doing the tree. Yeah, see, that's not the sun.
It'll be a tree.
What?
'Cause tree.
Why are you floating there,
Yeah,
rocking? What?
That's a lot of fun.
Somebody just came in the window. Oh, no, it's just the...
Times. Okay. Who's... Is this crying? Is this laughing? No.
Oh, no. That's not right. That's her room, but that's a homunculus.
So...
That was a scream just now.
She...
Why did that hot dog have bastard spray painted on it? That was just... Hi there, rippling flesh field.
That was really, really weird and trippy.
What are we at for time?
We are like, there's like over an hour.
Fucking sorry. Is that just open now?
Yes.
I didn't even have to punch the code. It was just already open. Hang on. I want to see if I can solve this real quick while we wrap up.
Yeah, no worries.
What was it? 29? Where are you? You're up here. 29.
Yeah.
Okay. So 17.
I went comfy by that last, whatever the fuck that was. And not just from that one part. It was just kind of all uncomfy.
So it's gonna substitute 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of it. And then it's gonna have 12 to go.
Yeah.
It's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, leaving 7 to go. If we do 10 and 2, almost. So not quite. The other two does 5. I can do this.
Yeah, no, you do you.
I know we're going long, but I really want
Well,
to
this
all
was
get.
It's a long episode. I'm sure they'll enjoy. You guys enjoy long episodes too,
This
right?
is getting. It's also this game is so burst in accomplishment, but lengthy in process.
It really is.
Like it's good.
Really.
All right, so the problem is if I did 5 more, it'd put me to 30. Wait, I don't need 5 more. One more tick from here would put it 5 over there.
I'm wondering if it would have been better to like stream this game, but make it like kind of like an all-day stream, like a special longer stream kind of thing. But we're already doing this. Also, it's spooky, but I don't know if it's like. I don't know. I feel like we could go like straight to.
This is gonna make it 35, I bet. 33.
I feel like we could go straight
quite.
to another like horror game after we're done this one.
Oh, easy, yeah, because this one's so long and paced, and it's not quite as the spooks as it
Yeah,
could
like
be.
it's like it's horror, but I feel like it's more spooky than actual horror, and that's more so where I was thinking, like we'll take the breaks and whatnot. It's with like game doors like this is like we really will break this. Although the way the story is going in this game, if it gets any more whatever the fuck just happened in the last one, might need a little palate cleanser.
So if I just do this, it should just be 17. Oh, I see. Interesting. Oh, I'm being dumb. So, I have to make it either hit 7 or 17 prior to that pump with the reinforced glass in it, or with the reinforced gauge, doing this because each one is worth 5. If I get 2 into it, which seems to be the case, it brings it up by 10.
I'm uncomfy that the door is open.
Yeah, I guess it's just if you solve it enough times or enough runs, it just starts doing that.
Which, I mean, hey, that's nice, but I don't know, I feel like it's also maybe just something in the game. Like, specifically, like...
I'll eat up 5 or get 12. I'll eat up 4, bring me to 13, then minus 5. No. Ah, I'm being dumb. Okay, let's just test my theories while I do this quickly. Too many. 7.
How many do we need? 29?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's need to go up.
People.
They're still A-okay.
30 more minutes. Or maybe an hour. I'm not sure which. Because I legit do not know when Killer Boy shows up. Seems varied. Five will go on that one, 10 will go on that one. So that leaves 2 more.
Creepy thing bashing its head off the wall and crying on that just made me think of like Silent Hill, and I'm like, Kane, please don't turn into, don't get weird like that, please. I'm begging you. Please don't so much as I like to take.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Alright.
Fuck, he's already there. I can't do shit when I'm scared, apparently. Alright, I guess we'll just have to call it here, because I'm not solving this today. Jesus, I made it! Oh no! Cliff, you're a dick.
You better hide. I'm in there.
Right, the key that we know that he's gone is when that goes away.
Sure, right.
I'm not here.
Yeah.
Not here. I'm not here. So it's around 10. He shows up at 10.
God, it's 10 p.m. and look at that window. And it's dark, sure, but yay! He's in the table.
What? Oh,
Wow.
come on!
Okay.
Alright, I'll solve that next time. I'm just being fast and dumb.
Alrighty. Thank you for joining us. Oh no, there's more.
I'm sorry, I made this last way too long.
Damn it, it's weird.
Pete? Not liking you, Pete. Don't the other kids seem like strangers to you? Huh? There's something kind of naive about them. It's quaint, in a way, but it's so unlike how I remember them. So those steam tunnels are an obstacle you're gonna have to face eventually. I guess since there's a map and a clear pattern, it's more about timing than intuition. You can probably talk to Gary about them if you want some help with the timing. By the way, you're claustrophobic, aren't you? But I guess like 50% of the population isn't. Anyways, bye for now.
I feel like the game's telling us
Hints on how to solve stuff.
we need to get on moving. I don't like Pete.
I don't like Pete either. Alright, everybody.
Thank you for joining us. Make sure you drink water, eat food. Don't get stuck in houses where you repeatedly die over and over again, and not tell your friends that they've been dying repeatedly over and over again. I feel like
Don't
that's
let your
what
mental health stop you from asking the questions you really need to ask. Like, what the hell? We all just died.
I feel like you should.
If you have that question, you ask it. You ask it out loud. They'll understand they're your friends. And if not, they're already dead and you're in a nightmare repeating hellscape, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. You should also, punch Cliff in the face.
Also, Clef is a douche, yes.
So.
Never forget.
I love you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.